Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The 16th Rights Forum at Sultan Qaboos University reviews awareness on child rights. An application is launched to enable parents to monitor their children while in school bus from the house till their arrival at the Umar bin Al-Khattab Institute for Blind. The Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth organizes the first fishing competition. And the village of Wadi Al-Arbiyin students face daily hardship on the way to school. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now live from the news center of the Sultanate of Oman television, here we present to you the details of this news bulletin. Activities of the 16th Rights Forum were launched at Sultan Qaboos University. It focused on the child rights, its laws and agreements approved by the Sultanate with the international organizations in this field. It also witnessed discussion sessions where the participating specialists and academics reviewed the ways to spread awareness among the families regarding the child rights. The social media and its impact on the children also topped the discussions of the forum. It included a pavilion to provide information about their children's rights, inheritance and custody. It's worth mentioning that the Sultanate joined the United Nations Convention on the Child Rights in 1996. Latest diagnosis and research tools were displayed by College of Medicine and Health Sciences at Sultan Qaboos University in its celebrations of the World Day for Biomedical Laboratory Specialists. The event was organized for the first time to shed light on efforts being exerted by biomedical laboratory specialists in discovering the causes of diseases. The celebration of this day also came to stress their role within the health system in the Sultanate. The accompanying exhibition embodied the functions of this profession, its relations with daily life of people and skills needed in this field. The celebration was presided over by Her Highness Sayyid Dr. Muna bint Fahd Al Saeed, Assistant Vice Chancellor for External Liaison. An application was launched that enables parents to follow up and trace their kids as they departed from the house till their arrival in Umar bin Al-Khattab Institute for Blind People. It also creates a direct contact between the institute administration, parents and bus drivers. It traces the bus and monitors the driver's behavior and their adherence to traffic rules. The app notifies the parents about the presence or absence of students. It also reports the institute's administration about what is happening inside the bus through monitoring cameras connected to the app. It also gives the drivers the addresses and photos of students and the locations of their houses. The first fishing competition was organized by the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth in the Wilayah of Sib in the Governorate of Muscat with the aim to preserve this traditional heritage and encourage the Oman youth to practice this profession. It witnessed tough competitions among the participating using various fishing methods in the coasts of the Wilayah. The participants expressed that this competition is considered a good initiative to strengthen the relations among the public and private sectors as well as the members of the society. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office, received in his office today Air Chief Marshal Sir Stuart Page, Chief of the Defence Staff in the United Kingdom, and his accompanying delegation within the framework of his current visit to the Sultanate. At the beginning of the meeting, His Excellency the Minister welcomed the guest who expressed his delight to visit the Sultanate. The meeting exchanged cordial conversations and discussed topics of concern to the two friendly countries. The meeting also reviewed much of the good bilateral relations binding the Sultanate and the UK and means of enhancing them in all fields to serve the joint interest. His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Harrasi, Chairman of Public Authority for Radio and Television, received His Excellency Ahmed Assaf, General Supervisor of Palestinian Broadcasting Corporation. During the meeting, they discussed the joint cooperation aspects between both bodies as well as the proposal to sign a memorandum of understanding. His Excellency the Chairman of Public Authority for Radio and Television clarified that the Omani-Palestinian relations are strong and prosperous, pointing out the role played by the media in enhancing enhancing the relations and serving the interest of both friendly nations. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. A migrant project revived a Calabrian valley village of Sant'Aliso in Italy from economic tatters.
حياتنا اليوم تتغير بسرعة، ونحتاج دائما أن نخلي مساحة لكل جديد.
عشان تغير من قديمك لجديدك، حلك الأفضل هو أوليكس.
حمل صورة أغراضك اللي ما تستخدمها على أوليكس مجانا، واستلم فلوسك نقدا من المشتري. حمل تطبيق أوليكس وبيع قديمك عشان تجدد.
تذكر أول لما كنت تحوم بسيارتك وتدور على بيت للإيجار؟
الحين صار الموضوع أسهل مع أوليكس.
اختار الحي والمنطقة اللي تريدها واستلم البيت اللي تبغيه.
حمل تطبيق أوليكس ودور بيت أحلامك.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The Exports Credit Guarantee Agency of Oman marks today its 25th anniversary of provisions for exports, services and promotion of Omani products under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Saad bin Mohammed Al Mardouf Al Saadi, Minister of Sports Affairs. The new identity of the agency and a new set of services was launched to cope with the global economic changes that will support Omani manufacturers and products, as well as encouraging owners of small and medium enterprises to enter international markets. It was attended by representatives of government agencies, companies, manufacturers, Omani producers and policyholders. Works reporters for local exports for the year 2016 amounted to more than 28 million Omani Riyals compared to around 22 million Omani Riyals during the year 2015, with a rise of 27.6%. Public shareholding companies listed at Muscat Securities Market announced that they will pay for the shareholders around 417.6 million Omani Riyals this year. These distributions is expected to rise during the rest months of the year after the announcement of other companies about the value of their distributions. The cash profits approved by the annual regular general assemblies, which were held last March, amounted to 360 million Omani Riyals, but there is a number of companies announced that they will pay interim cash profits during the upcoming months. These companies includes Oman Telecommunications Company, Oman Tel, Port Services Establishment, Salala Mills, and companies working in the power sector. In order to keep pace with the commercial movement in the Wilayah of Duqm in the Governorate of Al-Wusta, Oman Air, in cooperation with the Special Economic Zone Authority at Duqm, operated a new flight from Muscat International Airport to Duqm Airport during Saturday. The total number of flights between the two airports stands at 5 weekly flights during Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday and Thursday. The operation of this flight comes in response to the passenger traffic between the two airports and in line with the increased number of projects being implemented in Duqm Economic Zone. Citizens in Wadi Al-Arbiyin in the Wilayah of Qurayat called upon the bodies concerned to asphalt the road leading to Arbiyin Basic Education School. Students, along with the female teachers, have to go through a winding asphalted road to reach to the school deep inside the wadi. The difficult geography of the wadi, along with the long road, requires students, along with the teachers, to start driving from the dawn to reach their destination using four-wheel drive. Citizens look forward to achieve their aspirations to move smoothly from homes to the school without any interruption. With the aim of preserving the traditional arts of Al-Razha and Al-Azi, activities of the 7th Poets Forum started in the Niaba of Tiwi in the Wilaya of Sur. The forum witnessed the participation of more than 140 poets from various governorates of the Sultanate who aimed at teaching and transferring these arts to youth generation. The forum aims to revive and enrich the traditional heritage of the Sultanate. The participants chanted a number of poems in which they expressed their happiness of this annual forum. Various society segments took part in the event that witnessed in its conclusions the honoring of poets. Poetic evening was held in the Wilaya of Fadhank and the Governorate of Al-Dhahira. It came as a part of cultural forum and witnessed a wide participation from a number of poets and members of the society. It was also accompanied by traditional musical performances and singing arts with the aim to preserve the Omani heritage. The participants expressed that such events will enrich the knowledge of the youth and community members towards their heritage, as well as to encourage them to be creative in the literature field. And now all the way to one of the villages in Italy. The Italian village of Sant'Alessio in Aspromonte was dying before vulnerable asylum seekers and refugees found a heaven there and brought life and laughter to the silent streets, to the pleasure of the remaining elderly residents. Here is a report.
The Calabrian village of Sant'Alessio was dying a slow death. Its young population had left to find work in Italy's north, leaving just 300 behind and the local economy in tatters. But a recent migration project has changed all that. In 2013, Sant'Alessio joined Italy's migrant reception network, which funds accommodation, food and other services for asylum seekers and refugees. Since then, dozens of people from Ghana, Iraq, Nigeria and Mali have spent up to a year here while their refugee papers are processed.
Our mission is both humane and humanitarian. That's the most important thing. On top of that, I admit that welcoming refugees and asylum seekers has significant benefits. There's more life in the centre of our small village.
16 people in the village have found work related to the project. Sant'Alessio has also managed to keep its doctor employed and school gates open. It's also become a home from home for the migrants, many of whom spent time in overcrowded emergency reception centres before arriving here.
The time I was in Mineo camp, I was always thinking. Even to know how to collect food is thinking. If you want to go and collect medicine, it's a problem. But here you call, and there's a doctor there.
You call, doctor is here.
And the locals have taken a shine to their guests. Many have their own experience of emigration and understand the challenges. Antonio Sacca spent 54 years away in Turin for work.
They behave well. They're good people. If we need to work the land, we call them. They come and of course we pay them for it. They make themselves useful.
The state allocates €45 a day for each migrant, most of which goes to the project organisers to cover its costs. So far, the unlikely relationship is working. Sant'Alessio offers companionship for those fleeing persecution or war, and the migrants bring fresh life to a decaying village. The project is so successful that 4 villages nearby are following its example.
And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog. Over the Governorate of South Al-Sharqiyya, Al-Wusta and scattered rainfall is also expected on the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be moderate with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and now, before we conclude this news bulletin, here are the main points once again. The 16th Rights Forum at Sultan Qaboos University reviews awareness on child rights. An application is launched to enable parents to monitor their children while in school bus from the house till their arrival at Umar bin Al-Khattab Institute for Blind. The Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth organizes the first fishing competition. And the village of Wadi Al-Arabiyin students face daily hardship on the way to school. With that, we come to an end of tonight's news bulletin, brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From the entire news team and myself, we do thank you for joining us. Wish you a pleasant evening and good night.